Morey's Piers in Wildwood, New Jersey is a trio of amusement piers located on the Jersey Shore, and it is New Jersey's premier collection of amusement piers. This trio of piers is awesome, packed with some incredible rides and dining options. Morey's Piers is a great option for anyone trying to decide between a day at the beach and a trip to an amusement park. Each pier has its own character and collection of standout attractions. This is our full-length, in-depth review of Morey's Piers and our comments about what you can expect when you visit this trio of fun amusement piers. Now, let's get into the review. While it is not as easy to get to as other amusement locations in the state of New Jersey, like Nickelodeon Universe or Six Flags Great Adventure, Morey's Piers is located just a little ways up from Cape May, New Jersey, right on the Wildwoods Boardwalk. For those in New Jersey or the greater metro Philadelphia area, Morey's Piers is a great day trip. While it might be a little bit of a longer trip, it is also a good weekend trip for those in either Baltimore or the DC metro area. Morey's Piers is home to 7 roller coasters, a good collection of flat rides, a cool log flume, and 2 good water parks. The rides are divided up among 3 piers: Surfside Pier, Morey's Piers original and largest pier, Mariner's Pier, which has the iconic Morey's Piers sign, and Adventure Pier, Morey's Piers' most recently acquired pier. Surfside and Mariner's Piers have Morey's Piers' 2 water parks, Ocean Oasis Water Park and Raging Waters Water Park, respectively. While you can spend a good amount of time on just one of these 3 piers, there are rides and attractions worth visiting on each pier. Before we get into the specific rides, attractions, and other things to do on the piers, let's talk about planning your visit. Morey's Piers is the premier boardwalk amusement pier on the Jersey Shore. If you live within a 3.5-hour radius of the Jersey Shore, Morey's Piers is definitely a doable day trip. During the summer months, most people will come for the beach and the boardwalk. If you cannot make Morey's Piers a day trip, you will likely have to book a hotel either in Wildwood or nearby further inland. And because of the summer months, the Wildwood hotels will definitely be on the more expensive side, and the larger chain hotels further inland might be sold out. So if you plan on spending at least a full day in Wildwood, New Jersey, plan accordingly. To get to Wildwood, you will travel south on the Garden State Parkway and get off on Route 47, which will take you into Wildwood. Depending on where you park along Ocean Avenue, you might be close to Morey's Piers. All-day parking will cost between $20 and $30, regardless of where you park. As previously mentioned, Morey's Piers' 3 piers are located along the Wildwoods Boardwalk. Once you get to Wildwood, you can choose which of the 3 piers you want to go to. If you park near the Wildwood sign, you will have to walk a little bit to get to Adventure Pier, which has Morey's Piers' only wooden roller coaster and its upcharge attractions. If you park further up Ocean Avenue, you will likely be close to the Mariners and Surfside Piers. Each pier is free to enter. To ride the rides or visit the 2 water parks, though, you will have to purchase a ticket. More on the tickets in a moment. First, let's talk about the rides and attractions at Morey's Piers, starting with the roller coasters. Morey's Piers has 7 roller coasters scattered across its 3 piers. 3 are on Surfside Pier, 3 are on Mariner's Pier, and 1 is on Adventure Pier. While there are 3 roller coasters each on Surfside and Mariner's Pier, each of Morey's Piers' star roller coasters are on each pier. Great Nor'easter, a Vekoma SLC, is on Surfside Pier. Sea Serpent, a Vekoma Boomerang, is on Mariner's Pier. And Great White, the CCI wooden roller coaster, is on Adventure Pier. Morey's Piers also has 4 other roller coasters: an SBF Visa Spinner, a Pinfari Zyklon, a Zamperla Zigzag / Wild Mouse coaster, and a Zero Force coaster. While these coasters do not stand out as much as the top 3, Runaway Tram is actually a fun and enjoyable ride. If you are wondering which pier to prioritize, definitely go to Surfside since it has Great Nor'easter and Runaway Tram. To see how we rank each of these coasters, check out our ranking video already on the channel. Aside from the roller coasters, Morey's Piers has a good collection of other rides and attractions scattered across its 3 piers. Surfside Pier has the Zoom Flume Log Flume, the Atmosphere Drop Tower, some flying scooters, and an old-timey dark ride. Mariner's Pier has a wave swinger, a carousel, the Ferris wheel, and some other smaller flat rides geared towards younger guests. It also has a couple of walkthrough attractions. And Adventure Pier has Morey's Piers upcharge attractions, including a slingshot, a sky coaster, go-karts, an S&S Scream and Swing, and 1 other flat ride. In addition to the amusement rides, Surfside and Mariner's Piers also have water parks, Ocean Oasis, and Raging Waters. These water parks have some good slides, particularly Raging Waters, and Raging Water has a cool rope swing. When you consider the water parks on Surfside and Mariner's Piers, Morey's Piers actually feels like a complete amusement park. And because of that completeness, Morey's Piers has a fun atmosphere. Whether it is the water park or the amusement piers, there is definitely an energy to Morey's Piers, and that energy only increases as the sun goes down. Surfside Surfside Pier in particular takes on a whole new vibe when the lights come on. While not nearly to the same extent as Surfside Pier, Adventure Pier also takes on another energy, and a night ride on Great White is wild. What it lacks in natural landscaping, Morey's Piers makes up in classic beachfront amusement pier experiences. Morey's Piers is quite fun both during the day and at night, and that energy from the boardwalk definitely amplifies the piers. And Morey's Piers has no shortage of dining options. The Pig Dog Beach Bar on Mariner's Pier and Joe's Fish Company on Surfside Pier are awesome options for either lunch or dinner. In particular, Joe's Fish Company is quite good, especially on a Saturday night. They have great food, including tacos and sandwiches, and live entertainment. While you can get typical boardwalk food, the food at the Pig Dog and Joe's Fish Company is the way to go. One comment about the restaurants on the piers. The Pig Dog does close earlier than Joe's Fish Company, so plan dining accordingly if you are waiting in a 30 to 40 minute line on Surfside Pier. In terms of entertainment, you will not find much of it at Morey's Piers. Much of your live entertainment will be those musicians at Joe's Fish Company on summer nights. And since Morey's Piers is a beachfront amusement pier, there aren't any seasonal events. In fact, only Mariner's Pier is open during September, which brings us to recommendations. First, let's circle back to tickets. If you would like to experience both water parks and all the rides on all three piers, you will definitely need the Ride Water Park Admission Combo wristband. This combo ticket is pricey though, with a $115 per person price tag. If you plan on spending the entire day in Wildwood, the combo wristband is the best valued option compared to the ticket cards. And the best thing about the combo wristband is that it is good for the entire day. So you can leave the piers to walk on the boardwalk or check out the beach and come back without any issue. As for how to get the most out of your day, hit the water parks earlier in the day since they open at 10 a.m. and close at 5 p.m. You can easily spend 1 to 2 hours at the water parks alone, which help occupy some time before the piers rides open for the day. Once you finish up at the water parks, make your way to the amusement rides. If you are starting on Mariner's Pier, wait a little bit to allow time for all the rides to open and to avoid the initial rush of people heading to the roller coasters, especially Sea Serpent, since it has only one train and somewhat slow operations. After Mariner's Pier, you can either go to Adventure Pier or Surfside Pier. You really can't go wrong, though Great White will likely have a longer line earlier in the day and later at night. Since it has more free rides and attractions, Surfside Pier is likely the better option to avoid longer lines. While you will likely encounter more crowds on the weekends, you should not have any problems hitting all the major rides you want to do, especially if you arrive earlier in the day. We strongly recommend that you stay to experience the piers at night. The energy is quite electric, and Great Nor'easter and Great White are awesome night rides, especially Great White. As a pro tip, make sure to bring both an electronic copy and a printed copy of your ticket voucher when you get to the park, as some members of guest services will not honor your electronic voucher given the instructions to print out your voucher ahead of time. If you happen to forget to print out your voucher, you can go to one of the boardwalk stores and have them print out the vouchers for you. Though we recommend that you print out your vouchers ahead of time, it will definitely save you some time. Finally, you can purchase a locker to hold your things, though doing so is only necessary if you are going to the water parks. Overall, Morey's Piers is great. It is definitely one of the premier amusement piers out there. Its roller coaster collection is good, and its 2 headlining attractions are must rides, especially at night. While it might seem pricey at first glance, you get a lot out of that price if you go to both the water parks and all 3 piers. The only downside about the combo ticket is that it does not get you on any of the upcharge attractions, which take up nearly all of Adventure Pier. Nonetheless, Morey's Piers is definitely worth visiting at least once. So, let us know in the comments below if you have visited Morey's Piers in Wildwood, New Jersey, and if so, what you think about it. And if you enjoyed this video or are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for more amusement park content like this. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more park reviews and amusement park content coming soon to Coaster Adventures, and we hope to see you in the next one.